welcome to HSBN Media Day. Coach, can you introduce yourself, your other coach, and your players you have here today?
I'm Charlie Garcia. Sitting to my left is Jerry Santos. He's our pitching expert. To his left is Alexandra Alaco. To my right is Alan Ochoa, and to his right is Alessandro Viega.
All right. So tell me a little bit about your experience here today at Media Days for HSBN.
It was smooth. Everything ran pretty good and on time, and it was probably the best media day experience we've had.
What about you, Coach?
Absolutely, it was great. It's a good experience for our kids, and it's great for them to come out and see how other teams, and for them, it's a good experience for them to come out and take their pictures and get these interviews and all that. So it's exciting, and we're excited about it.
And did you? Yeah, Alex.
I thought it ran really smoothly. Everything was perfect timing, so we didn't have to warm up. We didn't get cold in between.
I thought we looked pretty good, better than other years. I'm really just excited to play.
It went really smooth. Like, we had time to warm up like 60 times. The infield outfield, it went great. It was scheduled in time.
So you like the exit velocity and the
And the 60
and
times,
the
yeah.
IOs? That was good for you. Okay. And Alex, you probably get to see some of your friends from other teams. It was a nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great.
Tough season last year, Charlie, 5-15. I was there for your game in South Miami that night. So it was a lot of growing pains and whatnot for the high ties. So just give me a general outlook on if you think you're progressing in the right direction this year. What kind of things you're expecting for this season?
Well, we're definitely moving in the right direction. The kids have come a long way. We played together in the summer and in the fall. We've progressed. We're still very young. The talent on the beach is something that we have to work on. We don't get fully sculpted baseball players that come into our program. Jerry does a magnificent job turning normal baseball players into pitchers, and keeping the boys, the core of the boys, together year round makes it a little easier to get the progression that we are getting.
Now let's talk about that. I want to talk to each of you about that. The importance of summer and fall ball. It used to be the impression that hey, you show up in January, you finish in April or May, and that's it. We'll see you next January. It's not that way anymore, even on the high school level. Talk to me about the importance, and you guys get ready as well. Talk to me about the importance of summer and fall ball in the core of staying together and trying to get better.
I mean, we never stop playing, and we're ready for the season just when it starts.
Well, what is it, Alan, about that? About
To me, like,
improving your skill set?
yeah, in the summer we really get to like practice and more like have fun and win the games. But when it's time for the fall, we're mostly getting ready for the spring. So it's like a step by step getting ready for the winning on spring season.
What about you, Alex?
As Coach said, last year we were a young team. In the off season, fall ball and summer ball, we were able to build up team chemistry, and things are starting to click a little bit more going into spring.
It's even more important, Charlie, when they're it's not like they're a veteran team. They're young and they're trying to get better. The importance of keeping and holding them together, especially like you said, you're over at Miami Beach, you're out of the mainstream of all talent, and talk to me about trying to hold that whole thing together.
Well, it's hard. It's hard because, unfortunately, high school poaching is a real thing. Some coaches don't have the same mentality. Yeah, I want to keep my kids. I do everything to try and keep our kids. And in the summer, some kids do play on other teams, and we lose kids like that, and we have lost kids like that. But we have a good young group coming in that I think has some significant potential, and we're definitely not discouraged in the direction that we're headed. We're pleased with the way it's progressing.
Jerry, you're Nolan's father, correct?
Yes.
For our viewers, Nolan Santos was an absolutely dynamic pitcher. A few years removed from Beach High School, led him to the regional final a few years ago against Columbus. So you've seen pitching with your son at the highest level. how do you deal with, now with these new pitchers coming up? You try not to compare them to Nolan, or, how do you deal with the pitchers now?
Right. I mean, for me, my mentality is I don't like to change and make everybody else the same. So they come in with something, and that's how they're going to be. And if they're throwing strikes, that's the important part here. Pitching and defense wins games, and I've always had that mentality. So I get these guys, and I like that. Keeping these guys in the summer and the fall, I control their pitch count. They don't go out somewhere and get hurt. So I'm a big proponent of having a pitch count. Summer as well, fall as well. They don't go over that, and I think that kind of gets them to that. They don't have arm injuries. They're not going out playing in 7 other teams and pitching in all these weekends. So that's what helps, and that's kind of what I do. And I do not put anybody on a pedestal or put them higher. They all just work together, and it's just get good, get better, throw strikes. Let's just keep the pitch count to a minimum so you can stay in the game, and just keep us in the game. That's all I ask for these guys.
Charlie, where you sit in the, obviously coming on 5-15 season, where's the bar this year of the goals you're trying to set? Where are you trying to get?
Well, realistically, success for us would be one more win than last year. That moves us in the right direction. My schedule show that we don't cupcake our schedule as a lot of other schools do. You want to get better. You got to play the best, and you got to take your bumps and your lumps as they come in. I don't want to put a number on it, but realistically for me, 500, a little bit better than 500. But I don't think anything that these kids can do is going to disappoint me, because these kids they're a hard-working bunch. It's probably the best group of kids that I've coached as far as young men. Obviously not the most talented group of kids that I've coached, but they're definitely a great group of kids.
Very good.
And talking about the schedule for your players, which teams are you looking forward to playing?
I'm looking
Stand
forward
out?
to Columbus. That's the best one that I'm looking for.
Just
Big
good competitive
enchilada.
games.
What'd you say?
Good competitive games.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hard games in general to pitch against. It's fun to have a pitching duel every once in a while and battle it out.
Let's talk about Gamecast a little bit, guys. This is the newest thing now in this age of electronic world. The ability to live stream games, and folks can't necessarily get to every game. Your friends can't get to every game. Talk to me about how cool that is. That hey, anybody can watch our games. From anywhere they want. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, I can just send the link to like a friend or a family member that they probably didn't make it because of traffic, maybe. So they just decided to come back home. So hey, here's the link. So they can still watch the game even though they're not in the actual game. That's pretty cool.
I mean, for me, my not all my family's here, so it's fun that they can see me play from all the places they are, from other countries. It's really cool.
Yeah, not only is it good to send it to your family and friends, but you can probably look back over your footage after the game and take clips and see what you can improve on, and maybe post them on social media if you want to.
And good exposure for your program too, Charlie. Everyone's always looking for exposure, I guess.
Playing at historic Flamingo Field, it's gonna be nice. It's a pretty place. We play in a pretty place.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, well, thank you for being here. Good luck this season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.